It's been a little bit since I played a Supercross game, but I just got done playing the new Monster Energy Supercross. But does this game end up finishing in first place, or does this racer crash and not even finish? Monster Energy Supercross comes to us from the same developer as the MXGP series, so they're very familiar with bike racing. The game is also based on the official Monster Energy Supercross Championship, so the tracks you'll be racing on are the same ones they do. The game features a variety of modes: single, multiplayer, local, and online. The big mode being the career mode for single player. Here you're able to customize and kind of create your own rider, though there really isn't a lot of options, and I really wasn't happy with the faces overall. However, once you create your rider, though, you can jump into the races and compete against others where you're going to be trying to get the most amount of points by the end of the circuit so that you're declared the overall winner. You start off by having to race in both the East and West Championships, winning those before you'll then be able to take on the whole US Championship. The game has a fair amount of details going on, from the actual stadiums included like Lucas Oil Field or MetLife Stadium, to a large amount of actual licensed products that are included for dressing up your racer, and of course I picked the most obnoxious stuff possible, to also being able to upgrade your motorcycle. You'll earn points or money that you'll basically be able to spend on upgrading your vehicle for completing the races, as well as you'll also level up and be able to increase your prestige, which also unlocks things in the game. When it comes to the racing of the bike itself, though, there's actually a fair amount you can tinker with before going into the race for the bike, as well as you can also go into the options to make the game a little bit more realistic or more arcadey by changing things on like how the handling or braking is handled. Both controls and physics in the game work pretty well. There was only a couple of minor hiccups here, landing on some people or landing on certain objects that didn't quite go as they should, but for the most part, once I got used to handling of the biker himself, since you're able to actually control his weight on the bike using the right stick to kind of help you, the game actually became quite fun to race in. One other cool thing is you do have a rewind option in the game. Basically, at any point, if you want to, you can hit that rewind button and go back a little bit so you can stop a crash from happening, or if something does happen like a glitch, you can prevent this from also hurting your race. Outside of the career mode, you can also race in a straight up championship mode, single races, as well in the multiplayer you can jump online with up to 11 other people in the races with you. And one cool thing with online races, you can also have it where you can't run into the other racers, so if people are lagging or stuff like that, this ends up helping immensely. It also helps if anyone decides to just kind of go crazy online and start running into people or trying to run them off the track. The best part about this game, though, is probably in the track editor. You're able to make a large amount of customizable options, tracks, and different things here. If you're into making your own kind of tracks, or have ever wanted to make a Supercross track, this is a really fun and great tool. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. The only real issue, though, is with the load time, which is something that goes with everything in the game. The game has a ton of loading, in fact up to 57 seconds per load screen going into a race. When you're doing the track editor, while you have all these great options and all, when you're trying to play test your track, you have to go through a long loading screen every time you want to go into that preview mode. Outside of that, though, the game didn't really have many technical issues. There was a couple of minor slowdowns or hiccups here and there, but very few and far between, as well as the game never crashed on me. Monster Energy Supercross is available now on the PS4 for $59.99. It does have a Platinum trophy. The game is also available on PC, Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox One. Overall, Monster Energy Supercross can be a lot of fun to play, whether it's single player or multiplayer. The tech issues, especially the loading, really weigh down on this game, but there's a lot of little features to really like, especially the track editing mode, so for many, this may just be able to be stuff you can overlook and really end up enjoying the game, even with its $60 price tag. With everything said, though, I'm going to be giving Monster Energy Supercross a 7 out of 10. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.